Hello, my name is Liza and I'm an aspiring chef from Ukraine. My love for animals and my passion for cooking came together in one, and here I stand, presenting you with my very exclusive vegan lasagna masterclass. Welcome. This is a free sample masterclass so that you could see the content that you'll be viewing after you purchase the subscription. And as we all know, COVID has dramatically affected something that we all love, and that is restaurants. Therefore, one of the main goals of these masterclasses is to relieve the financial struggles of the restaurants caused by COVID. So the proceeds from your subscription will go to them. Another goal, of course, is to teach you how to cook nutritious and healthy food from the comfort of your home without losing the aspect of taste. And as I've mentioned previously, this masterclass in particular will be on vegan lasagna, a very flavorsome meal that originated in the beautiful city of Naples in Italy during the Middle Ages. Classic lasagna is cooked using beef, yet as we're making a vegan version of it, meaning that there cannot be any animal produced products, we'll be using a substitute. We'll be using vegan mince instead. Same goes with cheese. We'll be using a lot of vegan cheese, not to lose the cheesy flavor of lasagna. At this point, I'm sure you might be wondering, why make it vegan? Why complicate things? Well, except for saving a cow's life, which I think is a pretty important aspect of it, you also get to try a new, rich in flavor and in vitamins, nutritious meal. Watch my masterclass. Cook and follow my steps, tips, and tricks. Impress your friends and family. Show them that lasagna can be delicious without meat, and more importantly, that you can do it all yourself from the comfort of your home. And the first step in cooking our vegan lasagna is, of course, defreezing our vegan meat. I do so by putting it in the microwave for 7.5 minutes on the defreezing mode. Next, I will chop up white onion into fine cubes, as it will serve as one of the basis ingredients of our bechamel sauce. Turn my stove up till medium heat. I pour 1 liter of vegan milk into the pot. I put bay leaf and nutmeg into the milk mixture, as it helps create a more defined taste. While continuing to stir the milk mixture, I put in the chopped up onions. Next up, I start preparing the vegetables for the ragu, starting with red onion, which I chop up into fine cubes. Afterwards, I chop up 4 celery stems. Next up, I cut up the zucchini into bigger pieces for more texture. Afterwards, I proceed to do the same with my eggplant. It's time for us to head back to the stove and take a medium-sized pot, pour in some olive oil and wait for it to heat up. Put up my chopped up onions and celery and wait for the vegetables to sweat down on medium to low heat. For seasoning, I put in a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of ground black pepper. As the onion and the celery start to get a little more soft, I load in the rest with vegetables, the eggplant and the zucchini. I let it sit on medium heat for 5 to 10 minutes, and as soon as that is over, I load it all into a big frying pan. Make sure to scrape up the bottom of your pan, as the best part is waiting there for you, the onion. I stir all the ingredients so they're well mixed, and I let them sit for 15 to 20 minutes under the cap. For a more juicy ragu, I also advise adding a bit more oil. Now it is time to add our herb mix. I use oregano and rosemary. When the vegetables are a bit over half cooked, I put in the vegan meat. After putting the meat into the frying pan with the rest of the vegetables, I make sure to chop it up and to mix it all well so it ends up being a very well combined mixture. Now it is time to add our canned tomatoes. I use 1 can of Italian tomatoes, as they are the best. A little life hack I would like to share with you is to put in some hot water into your can of tomatoes, as I'm sure there are some leftovers which you do not want to lose, plus it is great for recycling. I up the heat to medium-high and I stir the mixture well. For a more defined taste, I prefer adding a few tablespoons of tomato puree. Now we're going back to our bechamel sauce. I'm going to put in vegan margarine into a pan and let it melt. When the margarine is melted, I put in a few, 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour, and I make sure to stir it very well and fast. Now I'm draining the mixture from the onion as we made in the beginning of our process, and then stirring that milk mixture into the flour butter mix. To make my bechamel sauce a little more creamy and a little more cheesy, I prefer adding a few slices of vegan cheese. Make sure to know that if you see clumps forming, those are not going to be clumps from flour. They are actually clumps from vegan cheese, as it doesn't melt instantaneously as the regular cheese. And now we're finally ready to proceed with layering our lasagna. I prefer having it that way. First I put ragu, then I put the bechamel sauce, and then the dry lasagna sheets. This makes my lasagna moist, yet the lasagna sheets are still going to be a bit crunchy. To top everything off, I put a few slices of vegan cheese and I proceed to put it into the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Our lasagna needs 40 minutes to bake, and afterwards it is ready to be tasted. Enjoy this delicious vegan lasagna. If you like this video, buy a subscription for a masterclass. You'll help the restaurant industry and you'll also do good for yourself.